Barbara Guerra is a truly remarkable woman. What she can do with her feet is mind-boggling. And yes, she can drive, just like anyone else. Except Barbara steers with her feet. She uses them to change the auto shift. And just as deftly, flicks on the turning indicator with her toes.
I use my right foot on the steering wheel and my left foot on the gas and the brake. I do have one restriction on my license. It's that I have to have an automatic transmission. Duh.
That's typical of Barbara's attitude to life. If there's an obstacle, she'll overcome it. Barb Guerra is one determined woman. She's had to be. Barbara was like any playful 2.5-year-old until the day that changed her life forever.
My mom was at the grocery store and my dad was there watching me.
But like any normal child her age, Barbara became restless. She wandered off, and she began to explore her apartment building. Until eventually Barbara found herself in a place where children shouldn't be. It was the storeroom that held the apartment's electrical transformers.
And I touched the wires. The electricity went in my hands and out my legs.
Barbara was rushed to hospital, shockingly injured. Both arms were so severely incinerated by the electrocution, they were amputated at the shoulder.
They had to amputate my arms because they were so badly burned. You could see all the way through the bone.
When her mother arrived at the hospital, she could hear Barbara screaming down the hallway. So horrifying were the injuries, she wasn't allowed to see her daughter.
The doctor said that I probably wouldn't live. And they said that if I did live, I would be a vegetable.
Barb did survive, and ever since has made the most of the limbs she has. What you and I do with our arms, Barb does with her legs. And her feet have become her surrogate hands. Even those more exacting tasks like applying lipstick and mascara are no problem when you can control your toes like Barb does.
Everything and anything that you do, I do, just a little bit different.
Barbara soon found that her feet could run faster than others could. And with her natural sporting ability, she took up aerobics, then weights. With her competitive nature, it wasn't long before Barb was strutting her stuff at fitness competitions all over the United States. She compensates for having no arms by toning muscles that maintain her phenomenal balance.
I think flexibility is a big issue, and so I do stretch on a daily basis, and also once a week I go to a stretching specialist and let him stretch me out, and I think that really helps keep me flexible and keeps me balanced.
Barb also balances a hectic life schedule. She's a single stay-at-home mom. And nowadays, there's a new man in Barb's life.
What's next?
But she takes it all in her stride. When it comes to preparing breakfast, Barb can even crack eggs with her feet and pop them into the fry pan. Sometimes the results are a little less than perfect.
Should have just made scrambled eggs. Yeah.
But who's never broken a yolk anyway?
Pretty much anything you can do with your hands, I can do with my feet.
It's pretty.
Life hasn't always been a walk in the park for Barbara Guerra. She was taunted at school, and even today is subject to stares and whispers.
She gets a lot of looks. A lot of times I feel like carrying pictures with me and saying, "Here, take it." look at this instead of watching us eat or, watching us shop and watching her, get clothes off the shelf.
But for the most part, Barb accepts her lot in life. She and Dave are about to be married. Limbs or not, she's happy. And so is he.
She'll reach her foot up and I'll hold her foot, and it's just as good as a hand.